Welcome back to the channel, guys, and don't mind me if things may look a little messy, including with myself. I haven't felt super great today, and I've also been setting up for Thanksgiving later this week. I'm hosting again for the 5th year in a row, and I'm sprucing things up a little bit this year, but that's not what this video is about. Today, we are going to be reviewing Coca-Cola Spiced. Now, Coca-Cola Spiced is a soon-to-be discontinued soda by the Coca-Cola Company. They announced the discontinuation of this, I think, over the summer, with it set to be leaving store shelves in early 2025. Now you might be wondering, why would I review a soda that is soon to be discontinued? Well, I haven't tried it yet. I found it in stores. It was worth picking up because if I don't try it now, there's a very, very likely chance that I'll never be able to try this. And neither will you. That's the sad reality. So if you haven't tried this yet, this might be worth picking up when you see it based on this review. So let's get into it. So Coca-Cola Spiced says that it's a raspberry spiced Coke with other natural flavors. It is 150 calories. It has carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, that darn high fructose corn syrup, caramel color, phosphoric acid, natural flavors, and caffeine. There is 32 milligrams of caffeine per 12 fluid ounce containers, which isn't a super lot. Very low on the ingredients, which is super cool. After traveling to the UK, as you guys might have saw, and having UK Fanta, I've kind of fell in love with their soda, and I'm hoping this is kind of along those lines, even though this does have 41 grams of added sugar, which is 82% of your daily value. But the less ingredients, kind of the better in my opinion. So, raspberry spiced Coca-Cola. Let's see what this tastes like. But first, we have to do the legendary smell test. The scent for this thing, it's actually very interesting. It's a very sweet smelling Coke. What it kind of reminds me of is when they were doing like the limited edition, I forgot what they were called, but they were, a while ago, they had these Coca-Cola bottles that you could get in 4-packs, and they had a peach one, they had a raspberry one, I forgot what the third flavor was, but this smells like that. It reminds me of that. I wouldn't be surprised if they just repurposed that formula into Coca-Cola Spiced. But let's take a couple sips. Oddly enough, that is very, very refreshing. I think the spice that they're kind of going with here kind of tastes a little bit like a cinnamon. It might even just be the spice that cola kind of naturally has. But mixing it with raspberry, where you wouldn't think it would work, it actually works very, very well. It's a nice fruity flavor. With just like, it's like the aftertone has a little bit of a kick to it, right? The aftertaste. But oddly enough, I think it's very refreshing. This probably would have been great over the summer. And I could see this, like, being a nice little mixer for some holiday drinks this season. Coca-Cola Spiced, I don't know why they're discontinuing it. I guess the sales obviously weren't super strong, but I would have bought this multiple times. I like the flavor to it. I don't typically buy regular Coca-Cola. Like, I'll buy vanilla Coke. I was a big fan of that peach Coke they had a couple of years back. And Coca-Cola Spiced is actually really tasty. It's a good tasting soda. It has that fruity tone, the darkness of I say darkness, that bold flavor that you're used to with cola, and it comes together in a way that I wouldn't have expected it to work. Do I think they should keep this on the shelf? Personally, I would buy it again. I'm happy I bought a 12-pack of it, and I think this is worth it. You know, I'm sure this review sounds a little rusty because I haven't done one in a while, but I never would have thought raspberry and like Coca-Cola would have worked together until I remembered I had that one a couple years ago. And this is very much along those lines in terms of flavor, except that little extra kick of spice, which I'm trying to think if it like reminds me of like a nutmeg or something like that. It's definitely something along those lines of like, I think it's cinnamon personally. It reminds me of like a hot apple cider. Like the kind of spice you can get off that, which is, I'm pretty sure cinnamon, right? But yeah, if you've had Coca-Cola Spiced, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Be a nice little quick review. I want to start kind of cleaning, hanging out the rest of the night. I slept most of the day. And I feel a little still confused and out of it. You know, you ever take one of those naps where you wake up and you really don't know what's going on, and then you wake up and you have a million Amazon packages you got to bring up the stairs? Or that was me. Black Friday came early. Anyway, yeah, Coca-Cola Spiced, definitely worth it. Definitely good flavor. Definitely a little different. Might not be for everyone, but I definitely recommend checking this one out, guys. If you've had it, as always, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Until next time, guys, I will catch you later. See ya. Bye.